day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds. So, we are here today because we have gotten our title update 2.5 patch, bringing with it the RNG Talisman system, 9-star tempered monsters, and endless possibilities to actually improve our build. I'm quite excited about this. In the interest of total transparency, I have actually got my ducks in a row as for what I want to tell you guys and show you guys about this. Including a series of showcase hunts that are coming up, but for now, the important things. Before you start this, if you have not already, the armor upgrade cap has been increased. I strongly recommend, if you do have the armor spheres, to do that. And speaking of armor, our set has actually changed. So we are going to go over here real quickly, so I can show you the set that I have been running for the 9-star tempereds. Which looks a little something like this. Okay, so the main thing that we've gotten rid of is Master Mounter. We've gotten rid of it because the mounting threshold for the 9-star tempereds is actually pretty high, and I'm not getting the downtime that kind of justifies that armor set, so we have switched things out. Instead, we have decided to go with 2-piece Arkveld, which is effectively life on hit. So every series of hits, I'm going to get some health back. Zoshia's Pulse is your super recovery, which is going to be just gradual health regen. And we've actually taken the Guardian Arkveld Van Braces. If I scroll through my ducks in a row, they are pretty valuable gloves with 2 weakness exploit and 3 1 slots. In our decorations, looks a little bit something like this. And we have taken a talisman that is okay from what I have so far, because I do use a blast glaive. We have taken this RNG talisman with 2 points across the board of critical status, recovery up, and free meal, and you will be using resources on the 9-star boys. They are very scary. So, this is not an ideal talisman by any means, but it is a good start. And we are going to take this out because there is one other thing about the talismans that we do need to talk about that I do very strongly recommend you do, even if you have no other time to deal with the lengthy, limited bounties. Currently, the weekly bounty has its own little separate category, which is to complete 1 quest ranked 9 stars or higher, which will give you the silver talisman ticket, which is worth 10 talismans. And we are going to go grab that real quickly, and then we're going to head over to Suja and talk about what you can do with the junkers that nobody wants. So, shall we choose a hunt? At absolute random, I choose this bad boy, a double 9-star Nu Udra and Arkveld. You can tell because we are getting 10 rewards from this, which is going to mean that these are by default both 9-star. The apexes in general are worth 5 apiece. The title update boys can be worth more, but we shall go on ahead and do this great hunt because it is one of my favorite that we have gotten. So, let's go talk about the armor set and see it in action.
I'll get ready too. Everyone here has been doing well, Hunter.
We've received supplies. Let's be sure to use them.
Okay, going ahead and pop up, and then we'll be on our way. It has Arkveld selected first, and that is just fine with me. So, let's go say hello to my good buddy, who has gotten a much-needed buff to make you respect old Arkveld just a little bit more. I say with the total confidence of somebody who feels very confident with Arkveld, and he gets to take advantage of that all the time. want to find Mrs. Tail. Okay, so, because we've given up Master Mounter and because of the mounting threshold of the new boys, you are not going to see me on top of the monster as much. You will still see quite a lot of aerial tomfoolery. But without Master Mounter, we are only going to get 2 weak spots on this first mount. I want the head and the tail. We put two stabs into the back here because they actually remember if you did mounting damage to a certain mount point. So next time we'll be able to get all of them. But for now, I want the head and the tail. Now, because this is a double 9-star, we do have to take it a little bit more seriously by way of doing the meta shenanigans that nobody has time for, but alas, the time limit is going to make me inclined to do this quite a bit more. The most important rule of Monster Hunter is know when to stay down. I just don't agree that your chains could hit me from there, but whatever you say, Arkveld.
Hey! Get out of there!
That didn't stun me yet, yay. So, one of the things that we did have to give up in order to get the free meal for the set that I am using is to give up one level of evade window, and it was between evade window and earplugs, and I think I get more value out of earplugs if I'm being honest, so... Ideally, you do not want to get grabbed by the Furious Arkveld. I honestly don't think I'm getting punished that much for not having the extra level of evade window. Oh wow, my blast actually knocked her out of that, not great for me. Yeah, I know, your tail. It's been, like, 1,000 hours and I am still not respectful of your floofy little tail. Way to fucking stun the Arkveld, cat. That was really not terribly helpful. It's very clearly on the outside, but... Okay, good enough. Notably, I did absolutely get my ass beat, so that's a plus always. Okay, so this is probably going to be the second mount, the second and final mount on Arkveld for the duration of this hunt, just because we need to be focusing less on my floopy flappy shenanigans and more on actually putting out the damage required in order to get this hunt completed successfully. And you did notice then it just took a couple of stabs on the back because we only stabbed it twice last time. So that is going to give us more weak spots that we can work with for the Rising Tornado Slash. We're actually going to expend that right now. Always with the tail. Literally always with Arkveld. And like I said, the genius part of the campaign is that, God damn it. Oh, that's going to be a stun, but she's going to be nice to me. I am always a fan of Arkveld choosing to be nice to me. We're just constant debuffs, huh? Arkveld is like the number one reason that I expend Delberries. Oh, got me. That's fine, we can handle that once. So, one of the things I imagine people are asking is why I'm bothering with the Suja Arkveld combo. And the main reason that I am doing it is just because there is a decent chance that I'm not absolutely getting housed every single second, and I do get benefit out of it. But without a doubt, it is dubious with the 9 stars, because anything less than full health and you are at real risk of just getting one shot. Actually, you know what? My cool drink is about to run out. I would like to not be constantly bleeding health in the middle of a furious Arkveld fight. So as you can see, I am doing just fine with I don't agree, but okay.
Over here. I'm your target.
Supply items have come in from the guild. Help yourself.
That was honestly incredibly terrifying, because I couldn't see that.
Straight to the shot track.
I don't agree, as usual. Not gonna be able to do anything about the debuff right now. If I want the down anyway. Thank you, Mineke. That was a fast arena. She's got to be getting close to done here. But I haven't played like an absolute potato, so...
Mind if I hop on?
I honestly stopped my combo there because I thought she was actually gonna get me again with that. This is one of my least favorite rooms that exists in the game. How? Arkveld, be serious. That's gonna hurt.
Get out of there! Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Like, the amount of nonsense that can happen in this room. I should honestly talk about this animal and put it somewhere else. Someplace that's less absolutely toxic. At least when it's a flying wyvern like in the dunes, like Seregios and Raidao, at least they are subject to the same bullshit that is any kind of slope that I am. This is just... So this would be getting close to over if I wasn't getting absolutely bodied by the fact that there are slight angles in this room. And I know you're asking why I did that if I hate this room so much. It's because I do not have the time to be choosy about where this fight is happening. So, we're gonna go ahead and take one of our two flashes now. love, love, love if there's time for me to sharpen too. Oh my god, she missed. How in the world did she miss? I mean, I'll take it, but that Arkveld got cheated there. That is not how that should have gone. The amount of skill required. Yeah. Finally got me. Bad news. Very bad news. This fight should be over by now, but I've decided to jinx myself by claiming that I wasn't playing like trash. But on the other hand, you know what? Good for Arkveld. Arkveld, come on. Girl. We need to come to an arrangement about you being in this trap. You've gotten your pint of blood. Can we be done yet? I'm not going to flash there because I want to be able to flash when it's time for capture. Well, on the upside, this is quite close to where Nu Udra is hanging out, so we might actually get there in time to take advantage of my previous buffs. So we are going to go ahead and take our first mount right away here and open up the wounds. But in a slight twist from how we have been doing Arkveld, I actually intend to just stab until I'm forcibly dismounted to save those wounds to take advantage of here in the upcoming sequences. Like so, we're going to use one of them. Oh, that's not fantastic for me. Being animation locked with these boys is definitely scary. But on the whole, I find Nu Udra more agreeable as a hunt than I do, I say that I think Nu Udra is a better farm than Arkveld. Missed him, damn it. Particularly, I like him as an insect glaive hunt because his zones are extremely easy. And when you're dealing with a situation where they have a ton of health, being able to spam the ultra strong insect glaive thing that you guys don't see me doing very much at all. Ow. Because I'm generally somebody who is I much prefer to just take my time and enjoy the hunt. And there's certain modifiers, like double hunts, like extreme time limits, where I just don't have the luxury. So you see, we set up that hunt, the wounds pretty early, in order to take advantage of the Rising Tornado Slash with easy access to replenish my Kinsec buffs so I can hit him a few times, just so I'm not too spammy, because even though I understand it is the fastest way to deal damage, I still have my pride. Okay, that was interesting. Anytime. Could we please connect with the part of the tentacle that gives the orange buff? No. Apparently not. Whatever. I would love for this chicken to understand what in the hell it's doing. Like, girl, we are on a time limit. Your, questionable navigation is maybe not the best time.
This must be how the wind feels.
Do it the hard way.
One ring.
Okay, I think we are going to start setting up for the second mount that I want to do in this hunt here. However, the Palico and her Chaos would like to put a shock trap down, so we immediately cancel all of the aerial nonsense. Yeah, that's fine.
Heels inbound.
Okay. So now that the Palico has gotten the trapping shenanigans that has been useful exactly one time since Palico tools were invented, which is guiding lance levels, we can actually start setting up for that mount a little bit more than we were without the fear of the Palico ruining it for everyone. Or Nu Udra will just peace out right away for no good reason.
Mind if I hop on?
I'm at the whims of all of the animals in this hunt, and most of them don't have my objectives in mind. I hope that we get like proper Palico tools in the expansion, you guys. I do not want this cat throwing random traps. That is terrible for the way that I play. So, I'd like to just... Oh, we're just bullying a Rathian, okay. So once again, I am not actually going to go with the dismount. I want these wounds available so that I can continue to abuse poor Nu Udra with the Rising Tornado Slash. And yes, I know it's mean, and yes, I know it's meta, and I hate myself for it, truly, but when you get these double 9-star hunts, like... something has to give, and what has to give usually is my pride on the subject, because I would like to actually complete the hunt, and that's not a thing that I have the luxury of if I am not using all of the tools in my kit here. Ow. That is a blue spot. So, yeah, I think this is, Lord Lady, the first time that you have seen me, like, take a hunt properly seriously. Genuinely thought I was out of range for that. Yeah, got hit with the booty slam. I have never seen a more perfectly timed meteor storm than when I've already been knocked out of the fight. Being said, I'd love for him to stop fighting the Palico. We have time for this. Formal declaration. We have time for this. Oh, that is a terrible choice for you, Nu Udra. Oh, he's gone. That was a really terrible choice. And we got him. So, we shall see what our 10 talisman reward is for the Great Hunt, and then we will go and show you the silver talisman tickets and what to do with your junkers. So. Nonsense. Nonsense. Why would you put those skills together? No, I'm not gonna go for it because Bombardier is useless to me. I don't need Punishing Draw, otherwise that would be a good defensive talisman. That is not awful. We'll save that. Okay. So, the rest of the weekly notwithstanding, we were gonna go talk to our support cat and cash in for the silver talisman ticket and 2 pick-a-meal vouchers. Very nice.
Right.
And then we're gonna hop on over to Suja to have a chat with the Elder Melder. Okay, so here in peaceful Suja, we can go have a chat with the Elder Melder, who now has the talisman melding option. So, the easy one, if you use items, this is what the silver talisman ticket is for, and why I recommend you do a 9-star hunt for as long as this is available. So we were gonna meld 10 talismans, see what we get. Hold on to that. Critical. I'm usually status. There's no point. Don't use guard, otherwise that'd be nice. Nope. Nonsense. Garbage. Nonsense. Nope. I don't really use sleep weapons. Well, hold on to that. And garbage. Okay. So we got mostly junk, which is by design. Like, you're not supposed to get your dream talisman right off the rip. So, if you have been hunting all day and you have gotten nothing of any particular use, you can use your appraised talismans. So, first thing I'm going to show, if I go to the end here, you can see these ones that have a star next to them are ones that I have held on to as just maybe. So the ones with the star next to them are ones you have previously said, you know what, maybe I could do something with this. The rest of them, you get the luxury of spamming into the pot, and you can figure out the math later, depending on what you have saved. I've gotten to rare 8 talisman in days. That's where we are. And that's actually perfect. That leaves us with just 1 6-point charm, and we can make 17 new talismans. So we shall go ahead and meld those, and cross our fingers, knock on the desk, and see what we get. So. Don't care, don't care. Don't care. Now, show me something that's at least a little bit tempting. I like poison weapons, that's worth saving. Again, why would you give me full botanist and blast attack? What do you think I am hunting when I have the botanist set on? See, that is also very nice. Because getting stunned is definitely a thing that is happening with 9-star, so we do like that. We'll hold on to that.
Give it a try.
And so, lords and ladies, that is the rough overview of what the new Talisman system is and what it can do. Will it absolutely revolutionize your build? Maybe. But honestly, I am waiting for further expansions once we start getting set bonuses and unique weapon skills on them. But for now, this is a worthy hunt, and if you have been in the crowd of people who wants to get tuned up a little bit more than Wilds has provided so far, the 9-star roster is a little scary, which is fantastic. And they're not just scary for nothing, they give you random talismans. And the chase is formally on. For now, I hope you have enjoyed a glimpse at the set that I have transitioned into for 9-star, a properly decent Great Hunt, and what to do with your garbage. Until then, I thank you all so much for joining me. Expect to see showcases of the 9/5s as individuals coming up, but for now, that is all for the day, and I will catch you next time.